When I first spoke with Katrina, and she had mentioned that she had been here years before, and that she wanted to really help improve the overall health and wellness of the, for the students and the administrators, or the children's storefront population, I thought, okay, what is this woman going to bring? What is this woman going to? What is she bringing? What is she selling? And I thought, but I also am very. It's important for me also. Health and wellness is important for me as an individual, and I know that on campus there are certain particular teachers who really have been wanting to bring something in, but wasn't quite sure what it was, and so I felt that Katrina was really providing a win-win solution for all of us. Mm-hmm. In that I personally felt as an administrator that needed to be here. I personally, just as an individual, know the importance of nutrition and wellness and physical activity for students and for adults, and how it improves the brain activity, and how we can just be better sort of suited once we're healthy, where we can do more. Mm-hmm. And so knowing that this was a great time, it was a transition time for the school, me being a new head of school, and I felt, this is definitely a good program that we can bring in, so that not just the students get the benefit, but the entire community. Mm-hmm. And so, we have already begun. We started in the end of August, training our teachers, and I have to say I was very nervous because I only had 4 days because of the hurricane, because of Hurricane Irene, to really get the teachers up and running, and the assistant head of school and I, how are you going to do this? We have 4 days. We want to make sure that the teachers understand that this is an institutional commitment we are making. Mm-hmm. Around health and wellness. But how do we get done everything we need to get done in 4 days?
Right.
And we had the best 2 days that we have ever had. And I am, it's going to sound a little hokey, but it is true. It is what brought us all together as a community. And if I had known that last year, I would have had Katrina here. I would have had Katrina here earlier.
I thought it was great so far. I mean, the stuff that we were talking about is stuff that I care about personally, and I have pushed it on my kids from a personal place, but I've never really thought about institutionalizing it. So it seems like it could really work if the teachers are really behind it and people are unified with it, which I think is very possible. Once the school year gets going, new stuff tends to take a back burner. So if we can do it in ways that are simple and relatively easy, mm-hmm. I think it could really work.
I think that at the beginning of the year, a lot of times teachers are overwhelmed with all of the responsibilities they have in terms of just setting up their year for their students. But it's definitely something that we as a staff have commented to each other, and then in larger forums, about that we need good health education and wellness programs within our school, because our students really need that information given to them accurately and often by their teachers.
I think it's kind of a good thing for the kids, mm-hmm. as far as incorporating this new Spark program, Spark program to Children's Storefront, and I think it'll actually enhance as far as physical wellness and better way of living health-wise, and also helping our environment and community as well. Mm-hmm. So I think it's a good thing.
It's really, really important, especially for our families who, may have issues or struggle with receiving health care, going to the doctors regularly, poor dieting, the mortality rate of African Americans in particular, and people in inner city neighborhoods is very, very high, and we want to definitely counter that. When I talked about the holistic aspect, we approach education that way, and we know that a healthy body and a healthy mind maximizes education and academic potential. So we really want our kids to think healthy, to make healthy choices. Our lunch program from the beginning has promoted healthy food, healthy eating. We don't serve any sugar products and that type of thing. So we're just taking it to another level.